Hello YouTube, my camera is being difficult. It's not recognizing the battery, so this is coming to you from my webcam on my MacBook. Today I wanted to talk to you about 5 new to me authors that I read in 2017 that I think deserve a mention and that you should go check them out. These are in no particular order. I could not, for the life of me, put them in any kind of order. It was hard enough just picking 5 so that this video wasn't uber long. So here we go. The first one I have on my list, and again, no particular order, I just went through my Goodreads and books that I read this year, and I was like, ooh, this author's good, this author's good, this author's, oh gosh, okay, get it down to 5. So it was just kind of a as I saw them, so it's probably relatively in the order that I read them. So the first one I came across that I think you should check out is Richard Phillips, and the book that I read of his was Once Dead. It is the start of a series, and I can't remember, I didn't write down the name of the series. Bad me. It was a science fiction book, which I usually don't really read, but this one had like a action adventure twist to it, and so I think that's where I got interested in the book. But the writing was just spot on. It drew you in so that you actually felt the characters, like what they would feel, and it just like carried you through so it wasn't dull and boring. More recently, I read Secondborn by Amy A. Bartle. Oh my gosh, this book just drew me in, and I can't wait for the next book. I so want to read it. I just the where the story comes from, like I have no idea how she thought of this. It was just the idea was very unique to me, anyways. So that's kind of what got me hooked. And again, her writing was just spot on. And yeah, so I am looking forward to the next book in the Secondborn series. Another new to me author I would like to recommend is R.K. Thorne, who wrote Mage Slave. Again, this is another series, and the idea itself wasn't unique, I don't think, but how it was portrayed was unique, and being able to take something old and put a twist on it that you don't realize it's something old remade, kind of like remaking furniture, taking, finding an old antique and making it look new, or repurposing it. This, yeah, when I read the book, I thought it was something new, and then I was sitting there thinking about it, I was like, nope, we've done this premise before. Yeah, hmm. And so being able to read a book and not realize that it's something old made new, and it just grabbed you and engrossed you. I'm looking forward to the next book. And if any of you have seen my Vita videos from this last April, you probably know this author because I read these books, the whole series. That's how good the series was. I read it from start to finish. I finished the first book, immediately went got the second book, finished the second book, got the third book, finished the third book, got the fourth book. And so, yeah, this is another author that I will definitely be looking for more books by her, and the author is Nicole Conway. And the series that I read was the Dragon Rider Chronicles. Again, this was kind of like something old being made new. And originally I picked them up because Dragon Rider Chronicles, I love dragons, and that anything basically to do with dragons. So I picked it up and then I couldn't put it down. That's how good these stories were. So yeah, I definitely recommend you go find Nicole Conway. This last author I actually found via NetGalley, where there was a book posted for an ARC review. ARC is Advanced Reader Copy for anybody that doesn't know. Um, and originally I was drawn to the cover of the book. Then I read what the book was about and I picked up the book and I enjoyed it. I gave the book 4 out of 5 stars. And the book is Fall of the Dragon Prince, and it was written by Dan Allen. The story, I'm not sure I can do this justice. The story is about a great leader, basically, but he has a little bit of like magic with him, and he's able to tie the well-being of a country to a basically a child of his. And like being able to see that far in the future, to know that the child will be born at this time specifically, and tying him to this magic spurt or whatever it was that happened at that time. That was one thing that I didn't understand, and yet I still loved the book. And so the story is about finding his heirs, because these countries have no leaders anymore. He kind of became the leader of all these countries and tied them together, and his heirs have not come forward as being his heirs, which from the story you understand that his heirs, some of them don't even realize they're his heirs, that he was their father. So it's a pretty interesting journey. And I was thinking about saying something more, but I think it would spoil the ending. So I'm just gonna cut that there, and recommend that you go check out Dan Allen. And specifically, I would recommend Fall of the Dragon Prince. So yeah, so those are 5 authors that I think you should go check out. Also, just starting today, Coir Winter Switch, and you can still sign up. I will leave a link in the description down below. So you will probably find me reading a bit more of my ebooks. Instead of listening to a bunch of audiobooks, I'm going to try to focus more on my ebooks and clean out a lot of those books, because some of them have been sitting around so long that like I don't even remember why I downloaded them to begin with. So yeah, so I will be doing that. Look forward to meeting up with others in the social medias. And so if you are interested or are participating in the Coir Winter Switch, link down below, go sign up, and I will be checking in from time to time to see who else has signed up, and checking out your blogs or vlogs or whatever you've used to sign up. I've also seen a few people use Goodreads, and so I've checked out some of their Goodreads. So Thank you for watching, and I will see you next week with a new video. TTFN!